Hello, hello, and welcome back to the What We Said podcast, everybody. Happy Friday. This weekend, we're in New York City. We're coming for you. Tomorrow night is our show, if you're listening on a Friday, of course. We're coming to you tomorrow. If you haven't gotten tickets yet, there should maybe be a couple more. We're recording this a little ahead of time, so there might still be some tickets for the late night New York City show. But we're just excited to hit the Big Apple.
Oh, I'm so excited for a little New York moment together. It's been so long. I'm like, do we look? Hello, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Mine don't have the Mew Mew on the side though.
Oh,
mine don't have the Mine are dupes.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are dupes, and I can tell they're dupes because they're sitting a little crooked. Mama.
Well, mine are dupes too.
No, I actually love these glasses.
Yeah,
they're so fun.
I know. I've been on the hunt for something about me, and going off what we talked about on Tuesday's episode about like the jewelry stacks and things like that, is before tour, I've been trying to curate my perfect tour just setup and my gear.
I like that.
To have everything prepared for comfortable travels.
Like what kind of stuff?
So like I want a pair of sunglasses that I wear all the time.
Yeah.
Like I don't want a bunch of different pairs of sunglasses. Like I want a pair of sunglasses I can wear all the time that are comfortable, that block the sun, that don't annoy me. Like they sit on my head, they don't fall
Wouldn't
off.
that be nice?
Yeah. I've been on the hunt.
You know what it is though, is a lot of my sunglasses I'll be like, these are not working, like they don't actually block the sun. And then I realize it's because I'm like trying to be chic and like wear them on the bridge of my nose. If you really want sunglasses to work, you have to like wear them up where they're intended to be worn, which is not as, maybe cool girl, but it works better.
I think it's coming about the other way. I think soon people will be back to this.
Okay.
Specifically with just sunglasses.
Well, do you think also, I wanted to ask your opinion on this. Do you think big sunglasses are coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fearful of that.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Like there's this picture of Pam. I was showing you and Tyson. I was like, Tyson, I feel like you will know. Pam Anderson is photographed several times, like
back in
vintage
the day.
photos. Yeah. So this is a while ago, probably like the 90s, early 2000s. And she's wearing these sunglasses, and they're like the shield kind. Those are the kind I like that you can wear up against your eyes.
Right.
And they look like they're full coverage, and they're black, and they're just like good, solid sunglasses. And I've been on the hunt for dupes of that, for something that looks or is shaped like that. And the closest I found, I will say, is the brand Aquila.
Okay.
I have a pair of sunglasses from them, which I love. They're like my tortoise shell with like blue lenses. But they're the only pair that's sold out. And so I ordered another pair. We'll see how those go. They're not exactly the ones I wanted, but it's like they might have done a collaboration with the Beatles or something. I don't know. Even though
Sorry?
It says the Beatles X something. It's called like Lonely Nights one, maybe. I can't remember. I'll post it on my story, but stay tuned for that journey. I'm trying to find the perfect sunglasses.
I'm trying to find my identity currently, which is
us with these glasses because we can't find anything.
Me searching.
Me on the lookout.
I'm trying
for my purpose.
You know. No, you know what I've been thinking lately is like I so badly want to not chase trends. Like even me asking like, are big sunglasses coming back? It's like, oh, do I need big sunglasses? That kind of feels cringy to me to even say that, because I think on one hand it's fun to trend forecast and see what you think is in style and stuff, but it's also like you have to have your own core just vibe and style, which shouldn't change that much, year to year. I mean, it will here and there, but I feel like if you have true good personal style, there will be pieces that remain consistent for like a very long time. Yeah. And guess how many of those I have? 0.
How many? No, that's not true.
No, I just feel like I'm just now beginning to understand like what kind of my core. I'm not there yet. I'm not understanding it yet, but I'm getting closer.
I feel like a good way to know. And how many times we've talked about this on the podcast? We're like, we know now. This is the episode we figured out. But is when a trend comes back around, or when trends are trending, you sometimes are like, yes, I'm so glad this is back. Those are the things that you need to hold on to. And like, I feel like...
No, do you know what it is for me?
What?
It's getting that feeling if I would be jealous of some... Okay. If I see a girl... Let's go back to jealousy. If I see a girl and she has like just... the cutest pair of like light wash baggy jeans and like a white tank top with really fun jewelry. That's what I'm jealous of.
Okay.
I'm like, that is what I want to be. What?
You wear that. You wear that. You're looking in the mirror, sis.
I'm like, and then I realized it was my own reflection. I realized I have also the fattest ass and the best personality. So who am I jealous of?
And she turned around and I saw her ass.
No.
And I thought, that's me.
No, but the thing is that I think I like too many things. So I'll see a girl that wears like, kind of like I was talking about, like has like a, just very minimal, wears like the same gold, very dainty necklace every day with like tiny gold hoops. And she just looks classy every day with like just, basics every day. You know what I mean? Not like anything colorful or crazy. And I'm like, I like that. Like I'm gravitating towards that. But then I'll see someone who does really fun, chunky, like colorful jewelry. And I'm like, I like that. So then I don't know who I am. Because I like all those things. And it's very hard for me to define like a style that I really, really want to hone into, because I like even my New York, when I was packing for New York, I'm like, I like all these like crazy, it's like this frilly pink dress. And I'm like, but that's not like a classic chic basic. Like that's very out there. So I don't understand my own style.
I feel like if I were to guess from an outside perspective, which honestly is not the truth at all. So just take this as an outside perspective and not actually probably what you feel inside. But from an outside perspective, I would say you're in the middle. Like what you like is not super colorful, but also not super chic. Like I don't, like if I see like just simple, like I don't think that that's like your style. And if I see really big chunky, I feel like you're in the middle of like,
I'm mixing those
you
two.
like big statement earrings that are fun with like a white tank and baggy jeans and then like cute flip-flops or something. Or like even your house. I feel like it's like colorful and like has bits and pieces of like fun texture and fun color, but like the base is like classic and chic.
Okay. Yeah, we've already gone over. It's kind of like you read a book 100 times, you get something new every time. Yeah. We have this discussion 100 times on the podcast, and every time I take away something new. I think that is true. I think I like kind of a plain base for every day. Yeah. Like there are certain things where I like to go all out, and I think it's really fun. Like I was saying, like I have this like pink, more fun dress. That's not necessarily a basic, but it's also like we're going out in New York. So to me, that's a fun vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, day to day, I think I like to definitely be like comfy, kind of neutrally, but with like something fun, like an unexpected fun element, which I guess we've already been over. So I need to shut up.
That's tried and true.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I feel the same way sometimes.
I feel like your style is a lot more nailed down to me. Like it's more polished and chic, I would say. And like I feel like I could see something and be like,
yeah,
that looks
That's
like
how
Chelsea.
I feel about your interior design. Like I bought a Christmas present for you yesterday because I was like,
wow.
I was like, I saw something and I was like, okay, that is like, I love that, but that doesn't fit in my house.
Yeah.
I like want it to, but it doesn't.
Okay.
But it fits in your house. And
Love
I was like,
that.
that's like so spot on. And I even like, I brought it home and I was like, this is one of JC's Christmas presents. He's like, oh, I see that for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
So we have our strengths and our weaknesses.
Awesome.
And that's why I text you for all of my house stuff. I'm like, what color should I do?
Yeah. No, it is true. It is fun to have friends who are good at different things, and then you can use them all to your advantage.
Exactly. Use them for what you need. Style's fun though. It's fun to experiment. And
it is fun. And I also like with the seasons changing, I feel like it is fun to kind of switch up the wardrobe or pull out old stuff.
This is kind of like not necessarily, I don't know. Do you get tagged in things that people are like, this is your style? Like,
no, not a thing.
Like, but even for home?
Yes, for home.
Okay, I was going to say. Because I get the opposite and I'm like, okay, this is motivation to me. Like this, like they'll tag me like, this is your style, like to me.
About clothes.
Like, clothes, yeah. And I'm like, most of the time. Sometimes I'm like, and I will be changing everything about myself. No, most of the time I'm like,
that's interesting.
Thank you. Like that I'm doing what's reflected on the outside is what's on the inside is being reflected on the outside.
Yeah.
And that feels good.
That is a good feeling to have someone like kind of validate.
Yeah.
Especially when someone gets it right. They're like, you would love this bathroom. And I'm like, yes, I do love that bathroom.
Yes,
so
100%.
We're on the same wavelength here. That is a good feeling.
Speaking of all of this stuff, I'm still reading The Artist's Way. You know me with self-help books. I read 2 pages a night and then fall asleep. But
yeah.
I love it and it's so good. However, it is definitely a process. And I'm not going to specifically say what I'm going to be very vague here, but you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay. But for the listeners, it basically is trying to empower you to be firm in your creativity. And like, even if other people don't understand it, like if you like it, it doesn't have to be the most popular thing. And that doesn't make good art. Just like because something's really popular, just because a lot of people like it doesn't mean it's good art.
Right.
But like we get confused by that because like, oh, if it's this painting's super popular, it's really amazing art, obviously. But you can paint something or have art and it's not appreciated ever. But that doesn't make it any less valuable of art.
Right.
And that is hard, I feel like, in today's day and age of like consumerism, but also when your creativity is wrapped up in your job.
Totally.
And it goes to like, oh, we got to make sales. You got to do this. And it's like
it actually does matter if it is, appreciate
yes,
kind of. Yeah.
A lot of us do, if we have a creative like outlet, something we like, we tend to, you know, put it into our career at some, like you go into that career a little bit, whether it's not like directly, but you know, most of the time, if you like nail down a creative hobby, you'll try and make a side hustle out of it or something. I mean, maybe not always, but that's what I see in basically everyone I know. Anyways, so that is the thing that I am going through right now is like the initiation into actually being an artist and being okay with that. Like being okay with putting things out into the world and like letting it be misunderstood and feeling like if it doesn't do well or if it doesn't like a lot of people don't like it, you're at least my immediate reaction is like, gosh dang, like
it wasn't,
I was wrong.
Right.
Yeah, that was the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Like I should have done something else. So I had an experience recently where me and you were like working on something and I was like, I like it. Like I really, really like I see the vision and I like it. And it's like a way for me to express like maybe other people don't, but I do. And I kind of like put my neck out and was like, no, I think. And then I had major regrets the other day when something popped into my
into your inbox.
Yes, into my inbox. I saw it again. Basically, I saw the piece of art again. And I asked Nick, and I was like, what do you think of this? And he was like, I'm like, oh no, what have I done? Like I put my neck out and like no one's gonna like it kind of thing. Like and I am going to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you know how like
definitely.
do you see what I'm saying with like but you need to sell more. Like you need to like have people react well to it if it's part of your job, but then that takes away the beauty of like putting things out there even if they're not completely understood.
Totally.
Anyways, I was like, at first I'm like, I will never trust my intuition again and never.
No, it is. I do.
But you know, like the dichotomy of it.
Yes, it's a very. That's why I feel like being in a creative job can be extremely like maybe it's not actual laborious work, but it can be extremely emotionally taxing to be a creative person in a creative job where your money and your livelihood relies on your vision,
on the outcome.
Yeah, and of the popularity of something like it. But also with that, I will say like if little things here and there don't do well, it's really not a big deal.
Yeah,
like
and
you
that's
can
what
have failures in your career as well. Like I've had multiple things that I've done and released, and I'm like, no one cares. Perfect. Like and that's par for the course. Like that is necessary. So that it's not like, oh, now you failed and like that was a horrible idea. It's just like even if it is a miss, but also you don't know because it could be it could be received so well. You'd be like, oh, people love that. I'll tell you what wasn't. You know, which didn't receive the response I was picturing is my fish pillow that I posted. And someone had the audacity to say, oh, this looks like you. And I said, oh, well, that's not why I bought it. DMs flooded. I wasn't going to say anything. Haha. Oh my gosh, I wasn't the first to clock this. Haha. What do you mean that this fish looks like me, a puffer fish, by the way? Okay, can we remember I already got plastic surgery and we're still telling me I look like a puffer fish. I have a puffer fish.
Can I see the fish again?
Doppelganger.
Because let me see if I see the resemblance.
Because
maybe it's the color palette.
Bewildered I genuinely, like, I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I was also so shocked. I was like, wait, what? You see it, don't you? Great.
Well, the outfit you're wearing right now isn't helping because you're literally wearing the exact same color as it. But the green eyes, the lipstick, she's giving.
She literally has purple hair.
I'm screaming.
I am so like dead. No, but I was funny. Laughing out loud. They're like, "Ha!" Like I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm like, "What do you mean? This is a common thought process. Is that I look like this blowfish?" I was.
That's why
dying.
you were drawn to it.
Cool. You saw yourself in it.
I am screaming at that.
I was laughing so hard. Anyway, but I totally get that. And I think I've been thinking the same thing with my house. Like, I'll have certain inklings and I don't know. I'm like, not that it matters. I feel like specifically with a house, like what you're talking about is a little different because it's like something that you're putting out to the masses. Like, when I'm decorating my own house, I think I care a lot less. If people are like, I don't like that color, I'm like, it's literally my house that I live in. It has nothing to do.
I have to look at it every day.
Yes, like it also isn't the way that I make money. Like I'm just showing stuff I like. Sure, maybe I could make a little money on like AdSense off a video or something. But you know what I mean? It's like that's not how I make my living is like showing you my house. So if you don't like it, like it's not the end of the world. But I'll also feel like that where I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so like, I love this art that I picked out. And like, it is so interesting to just see the people like, ooh, I do not like that. Like,
and you're so
I'm
drawn
sorry,
to it.
but this gives whatever. And I'm like, what? Like, people were like, a lot of people were like, not the fish. I'm like, what? Like, this gives grandma. I'm like, okay. Like, but again, I do care less about that because it's so irrelevant. Like, it is literally, that doesn't emotionally affect me. Cause it's like, it's just my house and I'm going to do. But I do think when you're like putting something out for people to like purchase, or even like I'll have an idea for a video and I'm like, oh, I want to edit it like this. And then it's just like, doesn't, like no one cares. They're just like cute. And I'm like, do we hate? Like I thought I was really, sticking my neck out there trying to like do something. And it's like, but you also, I feel like it's good to also not rely on other people's feedback and to just be like, Definitely. I did what I did. Because there are also so many silent people who like what you do, who never say anything. I think about that all the time with people that I look up to, like creatively, that I've never commented on a single one of their things. Not because I am withholding that, I just forget. And like, I'm not as like active as maybe I should be, but like, I will literally think someone is so cool, so talented, be obsessed with everything they put out and like not even interact that much. So they have no idea that I think that.
That's very true.
So you have lots of secret admirers.
Oh, perfect. That's what I need.
Like they will never be public.
Still accepted.
They will never be public. They will be very embarrassed to follow you, but
they'll just check my page every once in a while.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is interesting. It is a good like practice muscle to work, putting things out, rejection therapy, rejection exposure therapy. So that's my journey with that.
It's inevitable.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
We're going to be talking today about irrational annoyances, by the way. And I thought I would give my own personal anecdote before we get started.
Can't wait.
Do you have more life updates for us? No. Okay, well, so Leif and I were walking by the ocean the other day. And we're just chatting. We're walking by the water. And this guy stops me and he's like asking me about my hair. Okay, so he's older. He's like, gotta be 70.
Yeah.
And he's like, is that natural hair? I toyed with lying to him. But I said, oh, I dye it to make it more vibrant. And he's like, but you are a redhead. And I just went with it. I'm like, yeah. Because I'm like, what am I going to be like? I have auburn. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a redhead. Let's keep in mind I'm doing pale girl exposure therapy in this moment. So I'm in a tank top. The pale skin is out to play. It is sunny.
What's going to happen?
I don't know whether to be scared or flattered that this man, he comes closer to us and he's like, keeps talking about my hair. So he's like, oh, I have 2 sons that have red hair. And he's saying how he loves red hair. He thinks it's like so amazing, so unique. Touches my shoulder, caresses my shoulder. Let's keep in mind, I'm with Leif, so I'm not like scared for my safety. And it's also 11 a.m. But he literally like grabs my shoulder and he's like, and these freckles, you are stunning. And I'm like, okay, pop off.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. But also, I'm a little scared that you just literally put your hands on me. I didn't get creepy vibes from him, unfortunately, because I wish I could have had more like of a shocking story for the podcast. But he literally wants to be assaulted for the podcast. I'm like,
I wish he was creepy.
I wish he scared me. No, but he like touched my shoulder and he's like, my point in telling this is that
you're beautiful.
The pale girl exposure therapy works on 70-year-old men. He thought that he was stunned by my pale skin and my red hair. I said, okay. He said,
yeah.
He's like, red hair is so rare. It's like 4% of the population. And then if you have this and this, whatever, he's like, it's even lower. It's so special to have red hair. And he was like, your skin is so beautiful. He's like, you are just stunning. He's like, is this your wife? Is this your wife, to Leif? And Leif's like, yeah. Yeah, he's like, oh, and who are you?
He's like, can you leave us alone?
Leif's like, yep, that's my wife. And he's like, she's so beautiful. That hair, those skin, literally go harping. The reason I'm bringing this up is because he's harping over and over about like the skin. Like he's like, your pale skin. He didn't say pale, but he's saying my skin and my hair contrast. And I thought,
wow, there
that
you
was
go.
A positive experience. Well,
and if you had self-tanner on, he might not have stopped you.
No, 100%.
Because then you'd be like just everyone else.
Yeah. If minus him touching my shoulder and speaking to us for 25 minutes when we were trying to get work done, it was an amazing encounter where I was like, oh, a positive feedback for fair skin. Haven't had that in a minute.
Love that.
Maybe it's just me being older and him being about to croak. That made him. Yeah, that's the problem. It finally clocks to people when they're 80 that pale skin can be pretty.
Light, yeah.
So anyway.
Well, the more they see, the more, exposure and representation the pale girlies have, the more confident.
No, it's crazy because I will notice it now. Like I just saw this girl that I follow. Granted, I follow a lot of redheads because obviously like the makeup they post and stuff, like I like to follow people who look similar to me so I can get recommendations for certain products and stuff. And I just think redheads are stunning. So I follow a few girlies, and one of the redheads that I just posted posted some swimsuit. She was like on a boat and she was like wearing no self tanner and she looked so pretty. And I feel like I'm noticing it more now because of this
You're
era.
looking for it?
Yeah. And so I love seeing it. It's nice. It is nice to see it and not, I do the opposite. I draw attention to it, but it's nice when people just, don't draw attention to it. They just post a photo and it's not like, hey, I'm not wearing self tanner. It's just they're being hot and gorgeous and stunning and have fair skin. And I love to see it.
Love that.
Yeah. So there's my update with that. It was annoying me how long he was talking. This man would not get the hint, but honestly, he was kind of eating with what he was saying. He was saying that he has read this book and he's like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, like on Earth. And he's like, none of us do.
Oh, wow. He's getting deep.
I said, period.
Yeah.
And he said,
he got that deep. It went from red hair to that.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why he was actually very interesting. He was talking about how he's into film work. He was asking us what we do. Would never say that I'm an influencer because no, I just feel like especially the older generation does not even, I would have to go into a full dissertation of what that means. So I just say like I work in marketing and photography. And he was like, oh, so you're creative. And I was like, yeah. And he's talking to Leif about film work and whatever. And then he was saying kind of what we were talking about, just like about being creative and how some people aren't going to get it and how blah, blah, blah. And then he was talking about this book he read and he was saying that I don't know why we're here on Earth and no one does, but we just have to be in the moment and like flow through our creativity. He was really eating.
Okay. Love that. I love a little wisdom.
I love a little wisdom and a little shoulder tap on the beach at 11 a.m.
A little caress.
Yeah.
A little
I literally,
caress.
how I got out of it is it was so hot. It was during the heat wave. And I'm not kidding. He'd been talking to us for 10 full minutes. And Leif and I were trying to.
Speaking of my pale skin, I need to go put on sunscreen.
That was my excuse. I said, I need to go get some sunscreen. I'm going to burn. And I like started to walk away.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah,
let me help you.
Literally.
It's like, I
have some right here. No, but that was my out. So also a great out if you're talking to someone, you're fair skin.
Store, you're like, I've got to go apply sunscreen. I'm so sorry, I can't talk anymore.
Fully inside at a concert. I'm gonna get sunburned to get rid of a date.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, so that was my recent experience.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Should we get into some irrational annoyances?
Yes.
We did a question box so that we can live react to them, and I haven't really looked at them. I will say one that I did see briefly that I fully agree with, that is very irrational, but is definitely one of my annoyances, is when you have a plan in your mind and like no one's following it. But you haven't
you
told
haven't told
them,
anyone
but
the
it's
plan.
still so annoying.
Yes.
It's like I will fully have a full day where I'm like, in my head, I'm like, we're getting up, we'll do this. We'll go to lunch here. We will come home and do this for 2 hours. And like Leif deviates. He's like, I think I'm going to surf. I'm like, what about lunch at 2? What about lunch at 2 at this place? He's like, what? And I'm genuinely like so serious in my mind. It's like, wait, but you didn't know about this? Like,
why didn't you ask me?
Why weren't we in sync?
I understand that.
That does irrationally annoy me. If you guys have been following along with me, I recently had a situation where a store that I went to did not have tap to pay, and it really put a damper on my day. So support for today's episode comes from Square, which is the system powering basically probably half the places that you go. If you've ever tapped to pay and thought, whoa, that was very fast, it was probably Square. Whether you're selling lattes, cutting hair, detailing cars, if you have your own business, Square helps you run your business without running yourself into the ground. 100% if I had a business, I would be using Square. So if you think about your favorite cafes, a boutique, a restaurant, it is very likely that they use Square. I know a lot of my favorite coffee shops and stuff around me do use it. And it's very nice as a consumer and also as the person running the business because of how quick and seamless the payment process is. It just feels a little more put together. It's really quick checkout, super easy receipts if you need it. You can get loyalty points at certain places, and it's just very nice.
Square isn't just about accepting payments, though. It also is just one connected system for you to take the payments, but also manage your inventory, run payroll, send invoices, and track it all from one place. So it's not just a point of sale. Square includes hardware that works in person and on the go, software for managing staff, marketing, and customer insights, banking tools like Square Checking to get paid instantly. It's always nice when you go to like a flea market or something and someone has a little Square device also that you can check out with. It just makes the whole thing much more seamless. So there's no contracts, no hidden fees, no complicated installs, just tools that accept every major payment method. They let you see sales and inventory in real time across every channel and help you access your earnings immediately with Square Banking. If you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down. Right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/whatwesaid. That's SQUARE.com/GO/whatwesaid. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today.
Okay, this company and this product is viral, and I am so excited to use this on tour. Cakes. You guys may have seen these. I truly feel like they're everywhere. These sticky cakes are comfortable, seamless, adhesive nipple covers that can be worn with every outfit. These are super seamless, you guys. They have a big size and shape range to ensure that there's seamless coverage on a wide range of boob sizes and shapes. So they have the itty bitty ones, which I have, and then they have Cakes triangles, which works great for teardrop shaped girlies. They have an infinity edge for seamless coverage, even under the thinnest tops. They're also really gentle. So they have an adhesive free, like a non-sticky center to protect your sensitive nipple area. That's something that I feel like that I don't like about some nipple covers that I've worn in the past is that they like hurt so bad to take off. They literally rip your nipples off. It hurts so bad. So these are dermatologist tested and approved, safe for sensitive skin. I packed these in my tour bag and I am so excited to use these on tour. You can also reuse them multiple times. Like you just rinse them with warm water, leave them out to dry, which is so nice. I feel like a lot of the ones I've also used in the past, they say that they're reusable and then they just are not sticky anymore. So I am so beyond excited that we have like a discount code if you guys want to check them out, if you've also been eyeing them. And I'm very excited to use these.
Cakes covers quickly went viral when women from every stage of life, so like puberty, breastfeeding moms, to women going through mastectomies, all shared that Cakes made them feel flattered and free in their clothes. Cakes was also founded by twin sisters. They had $10,000, no social media followers, and just a single Instagram post, and were praying their mom and her friends might buy the cakes. And look at them now. So that's how you know they work. Today, Cakes Body is on a mission to provide boob solutions for all women that make them feel flattered and free while supporting women's health causes, which we absolutely love. I'm so excited to use these on tour. I have gone through a journey looking for the right nipple covers. On our last tour, I went through like 3 different brands because I just couldn't find one that fit. And that's why I'm so excited for Cakes covers for this tour. So if you're coming to see us, just know our boobs are covered with Cakes, okay? To check out the product for yourself, go to cakesbody.com. You can even use code WhatWeSaid for 20% off your first order this fall. Go check it out.
I am currently wearing my Asics shoes. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can see a little sneak peek. I will say, and this is truthful, unbiased information, every single time I wear these shoes, I get so many questions about where they're from. Specifically, this colorway is really cute too. The ones I'm wearing specifically are the Gel Kayano 12.1, if you're interested. But I absolutely love Asics. They are so comfortable. They're great for running if you're into that sort of thing. I'm more of a walking girl myself, but they're amazing for my hot girl walks. I feel like sometimes a new season is time. It's a good time to kind of get realigned with like your mental health, wellness, fitness, all of that, all of your goals. If your goal is to move more, which I personally think it should be everyone's goal, it's definitely one of mine because movement is for everyone. From first steps to marathon finish lines, Asics supports all places and all goals.
Movement is what brings us together. Each step forward becomes a journey towards something more community, more connection, more miles. It's not about the number of miles you go, it's about the miles you share. Move your body, move your mind with Asics. When I posted a question box on my story when I was starting to get into running and trying to train for my race, I was asking people for their number one recommendation when it came to what shoes they wear, if they do run marathons or half marathons or other races. And Asics was definitely the number one answer. They have their legendary favorites like the Gel Nimbus 27 and the Nova Blast 5. And then like JC said, the Kayano and the Kayano 32. But they really have so many different styles and are so comfortable and just all around supportive. You can visit asics.com and use the code WhatWeSaid at checkout for 10% off your order. Exclusions may apply. Go check it out. When someone calls me when it could have been a text, I do understand that. Especially with like emails sometimes when it's like, let's have a meeting. But on the flip side, the older I've gotten, the more I appreciate calls and meetings when I feel like...
I hate a text, I'm going to be honest. I kind of hate texting at this point. I'm a voice memo.
Yeah, like a voice memo.
FaceTime girl. Like, I don't want to read your long text. I don't want to send a long text.
I definitely don't want to send a long text. I will voice note over that any day.
Are your shoes squeaking or what's going on?
Yeah, my shoes.
Okay.
Have they been squeaking the whole time?
I don't know. I just heard something, a little grating noise in my ear that scared me.
I think that was the first time, though. Have your shoes been squeaking this whole time? No,
okay, maybe it was the first, but...
I know, they are squeaky.
Wait, I remember what I wanted to bring up earlier.
What?
I'm so excited for this season of Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, I had that on my notes as well.
And it starts in, like, this coming week. And
I'm so excited.
excited.
I feel like the lineup is so good.
I care about a lot of these people.
Yeah.
You know how a lot of times it's like, okay, I care about you. There's like one or two people you're rooting for. I care about a lot of these contestants.
Yes,
I'm locked in. I'm excited. Dylan Efron, Alex Earl, Whitney and Jen from Secret Lives. I feel like there's someone I'm missing.
Whitney has the potential to go all the way with her
She's
partner.
a star.
Like, they're so good.
I love her red hair.
Good.
Speaking of redheads, she dyed her hair red and it looks so good on her. And that was a good move for the show. I feel like it'll set her apart.
Yeah, for sure.
Who else? Well, Riley. I just love her in general. So she's paired up with the guy from Pentatonics.
Yes.
And I'm excited for them. I've heard he has like great rhythm. So I'm excited for that. I feel like there's more people that I'm missing that I'm excited about. But yeah, I'm very, very excited.
Same.
It's going to be
I can't wait.
Good season, I think. That was a random. Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
When you're walking your dog and people force petting your dog in a conversation on you, I do
hate that.
I do hate that. It depends on the day. Some days I'm feeling really friendly. Other days I'm like, I'm just trying to get them to go to the bathroom and go back home.
I think the social awareness thing is like key. Like you gotta, okay, I was recently in a situation where someone was talking to me and I gave probably 4 different cues that like
You're done?
the conversation was
It
over.
the man?
What?
Was it the man?
No, it was not this man. It was a different situation. I gave literally 4 cues saying kind of the same phrase like every time to be like, bye, basically. Continues on a different subject. And I'm like, you gotta read cues. Like when someone is not wanting to talk, especially if you've been keeping them for a while and you don't know them, it's like the conversation is done. Like stop going on and on. Do not bring up an additional topic.
Yeah.
That's the same when you're even at like a party or something and you run into someone or you meet someone and then you're like, it was so fun talking to you. And then they continue.
Yeah.
That is
like,
the
no,
cue.
It's like we're walking the same way,
That
trying
is
to
the
leave a
cue.
place. Yeah. That's what it feels like.
Like when someone says, it was so nice to meet you, it was so fun talking to you, and starts to walk away, you do not continue and start a new conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes it so awkward.
Yeah, that is awkward.
That is one of my annoyances for sure.
I also feel as though the so it's a thing with like maybe dopamine, maybe that's what it is. Like a dopamine what is
A dopamine hit?
opposite. Like
Okay.
dopamine deficiency or something. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Basically, nowadays, because our attention span is so short,
Mm-hmm.
if someone is like what we were just talking about, not going with our plan or not going with like the script we have in our head, we are so quick to like
Be annoyed.
be annoyed. And it's like, you're getting
That's
in my
true.
way and I do not want to deviate from like what I'm doing right now. I have to get there.
That's
like I
true.
don't want to like lollygag. And you know, not that we can necessarily fix that. I just think that's the way our society is going these days. It's like we just have shorter attention spans. I don't know really what we can do about that. But
Yeah.
it also is good to clock where it's like, okay, especially if you're trying to get something done like around the house and someone comes up and tries to like interrupt you and you're like, I'm doing something. And it's like your
Locked in.
level.
Your task.
Yeah. Your level of,
Your like threshold or your, I think I know what you mean.
Yes.
Your like bandwidth to accept
yes, exactly.
annoyance is very low.
Exactly. And it's like, that's not necessarily apparently normal. Like you should be able to really, what is the word I'm looking for? Like not negotiate, but like deviate. Yeah. You should be able to deviate and kind of
Roll with
improv
the
on the spot.
punches.
Yes. A little bit more. That's why road rage is so bad because of that same exact thing. Because if you're like going a speed and someone like goes, and heaven forbid you might have to slow down, it like makes people so mad. Like you interrupted my drive that I'm going the same thing. And so they'll like
true.
speed up and it's like, you aren't going to hit me. You're just like having to slow down a little bit. Like that's just life. You have to move to other people around you.
That's true. You know, that's something I'm bad at but I feel like having a baby like really changed that for me because I realized I couldn't be this way because I feel like in my head, it's almost like every minute of every day was like accounted for in a way where it's kind of like, okay, here's my plan for the day, which I think to an extent is not a bad thing. Like it's okay to have a plan for the day to get things done, to like do it in a certain order so that you are effective. Like there's nothing wrong with any of those things. I feel like it keeps your life moving. It's good to be organized, especially for certain personality types. However, I feel like it would kind of be like I packed so many things into each day where it's like there was not really room for error. It's like, okay, I needed to do this task and I only have 30 minutes to do it because then I have to move on to the next thing. Something's getting in my way and I can't do it. But now I'm going to be
Everything's
annoyed.
ruined.
Now I'm going to be annoyed because now my next thing is getting hijacked.
Yeah.
So I do feel like it's good to be more malleable and I could work on that for sure.
That's what I'm trying to work on. That's what I was kind of talking about in the last episode of like letting go of control and being like, it's okay to deviate from what you were doing for a moment for other people. That being said, going back to the social awareness thing, it is nice when you both are on social cues and you're both socially aware enough for you to be like, okay, we're done. Let's move on. They're obviously done with the conversation. I will let them move on.
Yeah, exactly.
But now that I put a damper on the irrational annoyances, I'm like, you guys all have dopamine deficiencies.
People in the kitchen when I'm cooking is so real.
Yes.
I cannot stand when someone else, I'm just like, oh my gosh.
They're like in the corner you need to go to.
No. Oh, and it's like
out.
get out. Scram.
Yeah.
It's always the corner you need.
Yeah.
It's always like Leif's right in front, like doing something, and I need to throw something away. And I'm just like waiting to throw it away.
Yeah.
And then right after I throw it away, I'm going to like go to the sink now. And then now he's at the sink. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, no. I
and
cannot
heaven forbid
stand.
they're doing something that actually they don't need to be standing right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if people are over and you're hosting and your stress level is the highest and you're trying to make sure everyone's getting their food on time and like you're getting dessert ready, you're getting their drinks, and someone is so kindly comes into the kitchen to ask if they can help, but you're just like,
no,
get out. Like,
get out of my
in your
home.
place. You don't need to help me. If I need help, it'll be after I'm done doing stuff, you know?
I've been trying to be a more chill host in my brain because I was talking about this with our friend Meg, and I was saying, I'm like, I high strung when I'm the host, making sure everyone, like you said, like we're timing the food right. And I feel like I don't have experience hosting for large groups either, which I still really don't ever do, like cooking a full blown meal. But it's so stressful. And I was saying, she was basically saying she was making pasta for like a bigger group and the water would not boil. And she's like so stressed. But it's funny because I'm like, no one else cares about that. Like we're all just having a great time and no one. She was like, I felt like people were hungry. And I'm like, no, literally not one person cared. But it's like when you're the host, you're stressed out. So I've been trying to be a very chill host lately where I'm just like, no one really is thinking that much about the little details of, I'm saying this for anyone else who feels stressed when they have people over. Cause it's like, I want to host and I want people to come over. But then sometimes if things aren't panning out, I'm like, oh no, like this didn't work out and it's like, literally no one cares. Even if the meal was burnt and not that good, it would be like, okay, we're all still having a great time. Like it's one meal. Who cares? It's really just not that deep. We could like order something. So I'm trying to be more chill. I'm on a life mission of becoming more chill actually.
That's great.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It is. A lot of people are saying Jeremiah Fisher, which we can't really chat about because you haven't been watching Summer I Turned Pretty.
No, and I fear I won't.
No, you don't need to because it's like over now anyway, almost, basically. As a Capricorn telling me things I already know, shut up. Ooh, I have a good one.
What?
When people think like they present something to you that you already know about and they act as if it's new information. Like they're like, oh, you should try this place for lunch. And I'm like, I go there every week.
I know. I've already been there. I'm more cultured than you.
Like
I know more than you.
Oh, you should. I can't even think of something, but it's like they act as if they created or like came up with it for you as a good idea, and you've been doing it for like 3 years.
Yeah. But how do you say? I already do all that. Like you feel crazy. You feel like I have already done that. Well, because then they're like, no, chill. I'm just giving you recommendations.
It is crazy, but also I feel like it lacks self-awareness to say that because you should be asking if I know. You should say, hey, have you ever heard of this place? Yeah. I'm thinking of a certain situation, so I can't really give context, but it's like you shouldn't assume like, oh, you should try this. Yeah. Yeah, I already know about that. I've already done that 1,000 times. Why don't you ask me, hey, have you ever heard of this? In which I'll tell you, yeah, I love to do that.
Yeah. It's true. You never know.
That's so rude. I'm so rude for that. I can't really give context to the situation, unfortunately.
I know. I've already done that and I've already been doing it and I invented it.
This is, and I'm the founder.
Yeah. I know. I own that restaurant.
I'm the head chef. It's kind of the same concept. The energy it gives to me is like someone who doesn't know your friend as well, acting as if they know your friend better than you. And it's like, what do you mean?
This is not like, clocking to you.
Yeah.
I just always account for those people. I just think those people are like spacey. Like I'm always just like, you're not here right now.
Yeah.
You're not like really thinking. You're up in space.
I agree.
I'm here. We're on. You're not thinking like
Well, that's
me.
what I'm saying. That's the irrational, annoying part. It's like, get some self-awareness. Like, why would you not think to say like, okay, for example, this is a made up scenario, by the way.
Why wouldn't you go to my Instagram, look at my story highlights and see that I've been there last week?
This is genuinely, I'm not just saying this is a made up scenario. This is what I'm saying though, is if someone were to come up to me and be like, oh, Chelsea loves this place. Yeah. Like Chelsea told me about this. She loves their, this specific toast there. It's like, yeah, we've gotten it together 50 times. Like, how are you not aware enough to know that we are very close friends? So I would know that information already. The annoyance lies in your lack of self-awareness, not in what you're saying. Change yourself. Change your personality and your behavior, or
change yourself. Is crazy. I'm screaming.
I know I'm really going in, but
no,
that really bothers me.
It makes sense. Cyclist, someone said, get out of the way. Yeah. People riding their bikes, like when you're driving is a valid reason to have road rage because you're just like, okay, I know.
More than anything, it stresses me out.
I know. It's like you're getting so close to my car. You're going around a car. Now I'm going into the next lane to make room for you. It's not clocking to you that your pace is off. Like you got to go a little faster around the other car. Literally. Like it's not clocking to you losers. speed it up.
No, I do feel like bike lanes need to get bigger. Sometimes they're just way too small, and it stresses me out that I'm on the verge of hitting them.
I think it's the same thing of like our awareness level is not equal. Like sometimes there's people on bikes and they're totally aware, they're looking. You can tell they're aware of their surroundings. Other people, it's like they think they're the only person on the road. And they think the road bends to them.
No, actually, that's so
like the
true.
people, like my irrational annoyance, which again, none of these are actually seeming irrational to me. It's more like they're on a street and they're walking, especially a man, and they expect you to get out of their way.
No,
like if you're walking, oh, we're playing chicken now.
No, I know, and it's
I'm
so
going
dangerous,
to bump into
actually.
you. We're going to bonk heads, and I will do it purposely.
Oh, wait, you're talking about when you're both walking.
Yes.
I'm talking about some people will fully just walk across the street when they don't have the right of way or anything, and you're fully driving. And it's like, this is so dangerous. Why do you have the audacity to think that you can walk in front of my car? This is terrifying.
And you're not even looking.
No.
Like you think the world revolves around you.
Yes. Like you think it's like, people will stop. Yeah, I hope.
Yeah.
Like I hope people are aware enough
for
driving.
your sake, I will. I might.
It's so crazy to me. But that is also annoying when people walk. Ooh, that gets me.
And they don't move. They expect you to move. No, we will be bonking each other.
Oh, I have there was
move.
one day where I was noticing that so much. I was like dodging people out of the way, and I was like, I am done.
Yeah.
I'm not moving an inch.
Yeah.
You can go around.
Yeah.
I had my stroller too, and I just was walking, and I'm like, nope, I'm not budging.
With the stroller, I will
actually hit you.
Stroller awareness, people don't get it. Like, you need to move away. I can't get up onto this curb unless I'm on the flat part right here where the road meets. Like, you can't be, if you're blocking me, I have to sit and wait for you to be like, bring back accessibility to like literally any kind of road or whatever. People are not aware.
I know.
Like, I always think about that too with people in wheelchairs and things. Like, you got to make way for people. They can't,
so
you're just like standing in the way for them. Like, you're on the ramp. You're standing in the middle of the ramp. It's like, move.
Literally move.
People need to use that.
Makes me so
It's not
mad.
just there for you to like take a long way, the scenic route.
I feel like that's when you enter your villain arc is when you've like bent over backwards so many times. Like I was noticing it so much. I'm like, I'm so down. I'm not just gonna barrel through and be like insufferable.
But when it's every time, it's not like every third time.
Yes.
It's like every single time I'm having to go off-roading with my stroller and you're just walking by yourself with literally hike trailing shoes. Like you go on the grass.
You can easily move over. Like there's no excuse. Just silence.
Like I gotta go.
I'm reeling. I've got to leave.
When my other friends try to befriend my close friend, you don't like the circle closing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like, you got issues. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, when people try, what did you say? People befriend.
When my other friends try to befriend my close friend, like that's my friend.
Yeah. You just have to
That's when things get a little sticky, though. Like, I think the older you get, the more you realize, like, I don't own friends.
Right. You have to be confident enough in your friendship that no one wouldn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even if someone did get close to your friend, it's like it's not the same as our friendship. So not saying anything's better or worse, but it's just like, well, we have a solid friendship. So even if that person gets close to someone else, doesn't take away from my friendship with them, you know.
But
it is valid, I guess.
See that,
I definitely see that. Mm-hmm. Like, especially if they start getting closer and maybe they like
if you introduce them,
I could see that being like very annoying.
Yeah, for sure.
When my husband is sick or injured, she said, "Hello, I'm the only one allowed to be weak." That is so real.
100%.
When Leif's like, "Oh, I have a headache," I'm like, "Kill me." I'm like, that should not be my response. He's like, "My back hurts." I'm like, "Great."
Great. No, that's so real.
I'm kidding. I've actually been trying to.
My
lately.
day's ruined.
No, like, literally. I'm like, and how do you think that makes me feel? No.
And why don't you think about me for a second?
And let's redirect this conversation. This is annoying for me now.
Yeah.
No, but I totally understand that. I feel like it's just like, especially if I have like a busy, this is such a common theme of like feeling like your life has to be a certain way. And then if something gets in the way, it's like annoying you, which is not good to think like that, because I'll think it's like, oh, it's a busy week. And then if some Leif gets sick or something, I'm like, okay, well now, which I need to just be like,
you've ruined everything.
You've ruined my life. Go away. No, I think it's like
I'm screaming
about just pivoting and being like, okay, now this is different. Honestly, I'm a great caretaker. I'm talking like I'm not an amazing caretaker. I will like fully If someone in my family is
Nurture.
sick, yes, I will give them the greatest treatment, and he will not have to lift a finger. Okay, don't get it twisted. But it is inconvenient.
Yeah.
And would I prefer that he's healthy? Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
And when the back gets kinked, yes, I'm annoyed because now,
Yes.
you know, he can't lift heavy stuff
I get that.
or just whatever else.
Yeah.
Like one time it happened, Leif kinked his back. What trip was it? It was right before a trip. He still like would do everything, like get the stroller and stuff. But I remember just being like, okay, I'm trying not to be like a toxic, annoyed person right now. But now I know like I'm going to have to try and like get Benny's car seat and stuff because your back hurts. He has like a bad back sometimes.
Dang.
Gets tweaked. But
Dang.
he hasn't, knock on wood, he hasn't had that happen. Great. I'm not near any wood. Can you knock on something?
He's like, oh.
Literally knocks on concrete. He texts me. He's like, my back kind of hurts. Kill me.
It's like I just tweaked my back. I'm screaming. Other people vacuuming. It's fine if I'm doing, but the noise frustrates me as others. This is so relatable. Nick loves our new vacuum. Like he loves it. He is a vacuum king. Like he vacuums everything. And I can see why, because it kind of goes back to what you were just saying is my allergies get so bad. And when I have bad allergies, like it's everyone's problem. And so our house can get kind of dusty just because of the way our house is and like dust blows into it. Makes me sound like I live in a literal desert
shack.
or something.
She's like, you know, there's always dust caked across
No,
the
there's
floor.
like anyways. The location of our house, for some reason, like the wind just blows more dust.
Not the
into our
wind
house.
tunnel, your biggest fear.
It is kind of like a wind tunnel, but it just blows more dust into our house. Anyways, so he's like, okay, the more I vacuum, the less allergies you have because there's not as much dust or pollen or whatever.
Right.
And so when he's doing it, I'm like, I am so grateful you're the one vacuuming. However, can you turn it down? Like literally, I won't even be doing anything that I need to hear, but it's just the sound of it.
Overstimulating.
Yes. If Case is trying to like watch a show or something, he will literally be like, Dad, can you turn that off? Can you wait? Because it is just like, just the sound is so.
It is grating. Yeah. Now that you say that,
And then
Leif
it gets
honestly
closer.
does like vacuuming a lot too.
Then it's like it gets in a room even closer to you. You're
Yeah.
just like,
When it's like approaching, so overstimulating actually. And they just like are happy to do it. And
Yeah.
you're like,
actually cleaning. I can't complain. I never complain because I'm like, well, I don't want to vacuum, but
No,
I
exactly.
sure don't wish it was silent. Like, can we get a silencer on this thing? Oh my gosh. They've got to have the technology.
this girl says when people leave the sun visor down in the car when they're done using it. And to that, I say you would hate me. Mine is down at all times. The thing is, it like does something good for me where it kind of blocks. I don't know what it does.
sun.
Like, well, yes, but even when
Like
it's
something jarring to my eyes, it blocks.
there's this bright thing in the sky. When I put it down, it's gone. No, of course it blocks
My
sun.
eyes hurt more when it's up, and they kind of hurt.
But I'll just leave it down because I just like
Yeah.
it there. I don't know why. I don't even have the mirror on or anything. I just like will put it down when I start driving because I feel like it almost, even if it's not a super sunny day,
Ambiance.
it like is less stimulating to me. It blocks
Yes.
something. I don't know what it is, so I will always have it down. And Leif will make jokes. Like we'll be in the car. It'll be 8 p.m. Like, whoa, the sun is so bright. And like, I'm like, what? He's like, it's so bright outside. It's literally dark. I'm like, what are you talking
Even
about?
when you're in the passenger seat?
Yeah, when I'm in the passenger seat. Specifically, it'll always be down. It's always down.
That's weird.
Not with the mirror on, just the thing down. Literally just me looking at myself the whole drive. I'm like, taking selfies. No, but Leif will joke like that, or he'll say a comment.
Oh, you
like,
have
it's
not
so
when you're driving.
bright.
Because I'm like, I understand when you're driving.
Both, when I'm driving or not driving,
Okay,
I like
very
it down.
interesting.
And yeah,
That's
actually,
a quirk about you.
I'm different. I'm not like other girls.
That's quirky.
Anyway, then I'll realize that it's down. I'm like, oh, and then I have to put it up.
Because it was already down, or you put it down. Like you get in at night and you put
Like
it
it's
down.
already down.
Okay.
I don't put it down if it's night. I'm not
Okay.
that crazy.
Okay. I was like, that is
That is
something
weird.
to be looked into.
Yeah. No, that is weird. I'll admit.
Those milkshakes with the whole piece of cake on top, like just stop. That's enough. No, I will say sometimes with like lattes, people get a little crazy. They like put a full strawberry in there. I'm like, and what's the purpose? The garnish has gone too far.
Yeah.
We don't need
It's like mounds of cream, like a full donut, like around the straw.
On the straw, 100%.
Actually, that sounds kind of good. A little donut moment. Like you could take
the
it off.
donut's good. But like when they literally kebab the straw with like fruits and you're not going to eat them really necessarily.
No, it is too much.
When my house looks like people live in it. Oh, the blankets. Like, I remember when I was little, my parents used to be like so on top of us for taking the pillows off the couches and like the blankets. They're like, can you please just leave? Why do you have to take the pillows off the couches? Just leave the pillows on the couch. And now that Case and Elwood are a little older, I'm like, now can you leave the pillows on the couch? Yeah. Elwood will walk into a room, go around to each item on the couch and throw on the ground and leave and exit the room. And that for what, sir?
No, I was just telling my mom.
That's half my day is folding the blankets and putting them back.
I was just telling my mom I understand fully now. Like why when you have kids, it's so hard to keep a clean house. Like throughout the day.
Yeah.
Because that's what Benny will do. We'll have like it'll be either stuff on the couch or in her toy thing. She'll take every single thing out. The floor is covered.
And you're like, oh, well, at least she's going to play with it.
And then she leaves and goes into my room. I'm like, huh? Next room. Takes everything off I'm just like, oh, I fully understand how she can also like open drawers too now. So she'll get into drawers and just like throw every single thing off. I'm like, okay, so now we need the like safety, baby-proof things to like make sure you don't get into the drawers because she'll just open her drawer and take out every single piece of clothing.
Yep.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and Elwood is so fast at that now. And Kate, now that there's two of them, they are like a little naughty duo. Like they will, I walked into them like putting all my clean clothes that I just put in a laundry basket into the dirty hamper and like laughing. Just thinking it's so funny. Both of them doing it so fast. Oh, God. I'm like, and thank you for that waste of water. Like, and they egg each other on. Like, oh yeah, let's like get into trouble.
Oh my gosh, it's like, so fun though that they're like starting to interact more like that.
And honestly, it's hard too when your kids do stuff that's naughty or like you don't want to encourage that behavior. Well, I wouldn't say naughty, but like you don't want to encourage that behavior to continue. But it's so funny when they do it.
Yeah,
like things they say, things they do. Like even the way sometimes they're like, they fight with each other. I'm like, now that was hilarious. Yeah. But like, I can't just sit here and laugh. I have to be like, okay. Like,
no, as they grow up, they'll probably say the funniest stuff.
Oh yeah. Case literally roasts us and it's so funny.
Okay. Someone said when people use whenever in place of when. And I know that. No, you don't.
You're like, I would clock you.
I'm like, oh, trust me, you'd be clocked in 2 seconds. You do not do that. People will say like, whenever I was in first grade, like they'll say, that was an example she gave. Like, whenever I was going to the beach, this person did this. I think that's a cultural or like a geographical thing. I think that's something that people in Florida and maybe the South do. Yeah. I don't think it's, and you know, I'm not one to judge. A little quirk, a little
language quirk.
Yeah, a little language quirk, a little just misuse potentially of a word. I do think that is something that like comes from a specific part of the United States. So maybe we shouldn't get too mad.
That's what I've been thinking about things like, you know, how people, I saw one, it was like when they say, I can't find it now. Something about, like you add a T onto the end when it doesn't need to, like certain words where I'm like, well, I can't be the kettle calling the pot black. Because I do that with certain words, like you know, just the way that I say things sometimes.
Yeah. In the book Word Slut too, she talks a lot about how, I don't know, it's kind of we're not always correct in the way that we're like, oh, you should say it like this in the way. It's actually like just like a preference. Yeah. It's like you literally just heard that from other people, or that's not like the popular way, but who are you to like impose a random grammatical rule that you don't, that doesn't even, it's literally a preference.
The base? People standing so close to the baggage claim.
Yeah. Don't get me started. We've been over this.
That is so annoying. And I literally, especially with kids now where I have to pick up multiple bags, I'm like, get out of the way. I will literally like, excuse me, and make it known that I'm frustrated with them. I'm like, I don't care.
I just don't understand how we haven't fixed this problem yet. That's where I'm at.
No, I was
in our society. How have we not like
gotten past this evolution wise?
It's almost like you just want to scream at everyone and be like, you guys, like, no, actually.
I was just about to say, I was this close when we were in Idaho coming home. There wasn't that many people because it was a smaller flight. I'm not kidding, this close to being like, if we all take a step back and you enter when you see your bag, this will go so much faster. Like I was so close to going teacher mode and being like, okay, everybody listen up. Put your finger up if you can hear me. Let's all take a step back
Literally.
from the baggage claim. And I promise it will only be one step to get your bag. It's not going at the speed of light.
No, exactly.
You can see it coming there. You will have ample time to get to it before you can grab your bag, but you don't need to be waiting there when you don't even see your bag.
So much more logical, and people are just selfish and like dumb. It's
dumb.
Do you not have common sense?
Yeah.
That when you're literally touching the baggage claim, no one can go around you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're so far in their own world that they don't care because it's like, oh, there's room somewhere else.
Yeah.
How about we all just take 10 steps back
Yeah.
and then it'll all be solved?
Yeah. We need to solve this.
This one's for our girlies, and I'm so excited about this new sponsor, Tia. If you have been looking to book an appointment for primary care, gynecology, hormones, skincare, fertility support, you can do so with Tia. Tia has clinics in Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York City, Scottsdale. So you can book an appointment to see a provider virtually or in person, and you can get appointment availability in days, not months, which is so, so nice. I feel like that's one of the most annoying and daunting parts about trying to make an appointment somewhere is that you have a symptom or you want to get something checked out and they're like, oh yeah, we can see you in 3 months. And by that time, maybe something is faded. You're like, now I don't even want the appointment. It's nice to get in quickly. Tia offers care that is comprehensive, whole body, and evidence-based, and they believe in long-term solutions, not short-term band-aids. Tia is available virtually all across Arizona, California, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Connecticut.
Tia providers are trained specifically in women's health and are here to listen to your needs. Crafting a personalized care plan to address your concerns can be so confusing if you're feeling like something's off, specifically with your body or your cycle, and you feel like it has to do with postpartum or something going on with your sexual health or your hormones. It can be very confusing and honestly very overwhelming to try and find answers. So it's great to have that comprehensive whole body care. There's no membership fee required. Tia takes most PPO insurance plans, so you can use that to pay for your care and services, which is amazing to be able to get that kind of support. Book an appointment today at bit.ly/asktia-WWS. It'll be linked in the show notes for you guys. I'm so excited about this sponsor, you guys. Grunes. I have been using them now for, I think, a little bit over a month. Grunes are a convenient, comprehensive formula packed into a snack pack a day. So it's not a multivitamin or greens gummy or a prebiotic. It's all of those things and then some at a fraction of the price. And it also tastes great and it's fun to eat. It's like eating a fruit snack every day, basically brings me back to my childhood, but it's good for you. So a lot of multivitamins only contain about 7 to 9 vitamins, but Grunes has 20 plus vitamins and minerals and 60 ingredients, which include nutrient-dense and whole foods. It also has 6 grams of prebiotic fiber, which is 3 times the amount of dietary fiber compared to leading greens powders and more than 2 cups of broccoli. I will say that's one of the benefits I've noticed the most is that, let's just say I can feel the fiber working, okay?
It's also low sugar and they have a sugar-free option. Grunes ingredients have gut health, beauty, energy, immunity, recovery, and cognition benefits. And it's more bioavailable in gummy form. So the ability of Grunes to be absorbed and used by your body is greater, which is great. Grunes ingredients are backed by over 35,000 research publications. And I need to hop on this immediately because I've heard so many good things. Visit grunes.co and use code WhatWeSaid at checkout for up to 52% off your first order. That is gruns.co and use code WhatWeSaid for up to 52% off your first order. People who sleep past 10 a.m. for no reason, wake your ass up now. I don't know anyone who sleeps in past 10 for no good reason.
Besides like teenagers.
Yeah, they
like
deserve it.
My brothers, when they were teenagers, used to do that on the weekends. I would sleep. And I'd be like, what are you doing?
Oh, I would. On the weekends, I would sleep until 10 a.m.
10 a.m. is probably the latest that I could sleep in if I had a really late night.
I think the latest I've ever slept in, in high school or that era was probably like 11 a.m.
Yeah.
That's probably the max that I've ever done in my entire life.
Yeah.
I actually believe that I could sleep until 9 a.m. every day.
Oh.
If left to my own devices.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like kind of.
No interruptions.
Yeah. No interruptions and not. You think that? I feel like you're such a morning person.
I mean, in this day and age, anything's possible.
But I'm saying even if I went to bed at a good time, like I think I could literally keep sleeping till 9. I think
so too. I think so now. I'm just like chronically tired all the time. I'm like, I could nap. Well, not during the day. If I've had caffeine, I can't nap. But in the morning, I can always sleep. I feel like once you have a little bit of sleep debt, like it's going to take me a while to catch up on all of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Very rarely am I like, wow, I don't need rest for a couple. I could go days. Like I'm always like, okay, wow, I got good rest. I'll probably make it till tonight.
No, you know how people obviously always like, oh, get your 8 hours.
Yeah.
People are going to think I'm kidding. Like I think I need 12 and I don't get 12 ever. But there was one night recently where I went to bed. Okay. I know I got 11 hours of sleep. I woke up at 8 a.m. So I don't know what time that has me going to bed.
9.
Mm-hmm. It was something like that. I went to bed at 9 p.m. I wasn't feeling that great. Slept until 8 a.m. Yeah. So I got 11 hours. I had never felt better in my life. Like I got a good night's sleep and it was 11 hours. Yeah. And I'm like, because I'm pretty much always tired when I wake up. And I'll get a decent amount I'll get 8 or 9 hours of sleep and I'm always tired. When I got that 11-hour night, I was so like, I woke up and for the first time in so long, I was like, oh, I have so much energy. I'm like, not me needing 11 hours of sleep at night. That does not sound normal.
8 is my minimum. And if I have less than 8, I am functioning at way lower than my potential. If I get 8, I can do it. But I also feel the same way. And I've heard, different sleep theories that everyone's different, but women specifically need more sleep. And I think also we're in a different phase now. I didn't always feel like that where I needed like so much sleep, like 11 or 12 hours. But I feel like especially now, I just notice my tired more during the day, like physically. But I think when you have little kids, I think it just, my mom always says, she's like, when I'm like,
you're just tired.
So tired. She's like, you have little kids. Like, you're just going to be tired. Like, that's just kind of how it is, especially with your hormones. And like,
it's true.
If you're still recovering from pregnancy, literally even a year or 2 years after, like your body's still recovering and like you're catching up from when you were losing sleep when they were a newborn. Like there's just so much. It's like, I feel like it's going to take, a little bit of catch up. That's just my literal, not science backed theory.
I think that that's true. I subscribe to it.
Because I feel the same way. I had the other night, I had a night where I got so much sleep and felt, I'm like, this is what I need every night. But then I have to go to bed
so
when the
early.
Boys go to bed.
Yeah, and you want to have your own time at night. I know.
In-laws saying baby looks like hubby. Obviously, it's half his DNA annoys me. Yeah. You're like, okay.
I'm not trying to be a pick-me, but like, I don't really mind if someone says that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you just like love
I just
your
love it. I love my husband so much. He's so cute to me.
No, but really, like, if they're like, oh, she has his blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's cute to me. Like, I don't know. It doesn't, I guess maybe if there was like literally not one element.
Do people say, oh my gosh, like she is his twin?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really? And you're like, oh, I love that.
I don't really care either way. Like, I'm not offended at all. I'm not like, oh, great.
Well, maybe
it's because I still feel like she has elements like that are very much me. So like I feel like it's not like she genuinely is like doesn't have a single
I go back to the self-awareness thing where when people are like, oh my gosh, Elwood is Nick's twin, like not a trace of your DNA. I'm like, okay,
imagine
like open your eyes. He has different color eyes than him.
Yeah. No, that's annoying. I would understand.
And now I think I get more annoyed now that I have 2. I'm like, they look so different. Make it make sense that they're both his twin.
Yeah, that's true.
Make sense. I went through so much to get them here.
I get that.
Make it make sense. Where's my DNA? Like, they're like, not a trace of your DNA in there. I'm like, oh, that's good because they came from my body.
Not a trace of your DNA is insane. If someone said that to me, I'd be like, okay, that's insane.
Like, oh my gosh. I think also, maybe it's because they're boys too. So it's like, I'm already fighting for my life to like have resemblance because they're just like, I feel like when it's a girl, it looks, you just like, no.
That's true.
Like maybe if I had daughters, it would be like, well, obviously like they're my daughters, but they have some, it feels more like, they have, like you're giving it to him. Like,
that's true.
You look like him for sure.
I know what you mean.
But like, you're my mini-me.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for any sign of mini-me-ness.
Yeah.
You know?
I get that. I don't know. I'm just so different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just very accepting.
I'm
very
just super
loving.
accepting. I just want her to be her own person. I don't care who she looks like.
Yeah.
If they literally told me there's not one trace of your DNA, I would be a little, I'd be having to have a word with them. That was the fakest laugh.
Me? I'm like, yeah.
Hilarious.
Also, I feel like when it's your in-laws, if they're saying it, then you're like, but don't forget about me.
Yeah, for sure. If it's the in-laws
Don't forget about my
constantly saying that
lineage.
over. I forgot that she said it's the in-law saying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not to harp on it, but that is when it bothers me. When I was like, when Case looked like Nick, I was like, okay, that's great. They do. You can't argue. Like, they do look very much like. But I'd be like, no, I can see a little bit of me in there too. But like, no one was giving it to me. Like, no one was like, yeah, I see a mix. Like, everyone was just like, they're twins. They're twins. They're twins.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah. And then I had Elwood. And I'm like, oh, he looks more like me than Case. Like, okay, so now we have like little mini me's of both of us. That's so fun to like see our genes in these different ways. And then they pulled a switcheroo. They're like, oh my gosh, somehow they both look so much like Nick. Like, he's out with them and they're like, they look so much like each other and they look so much like carbon copies of you.
Is that what everyone's takeaway is? Because I would not think that.
You would be surprised.
Really?
They always say, does everyone say that they look so much alike, like Case and Elwood, and that they look just like your husband? I'm like, no. Actually,
you're like, unfortunately, yes, but I don't get it.
They do, but let me pull out my baby pictures.
What's so weird
like
to
giving
me.
them a dissertation. Obviously, I have inner work to do, though.
I'm like, you'll get there one day. No. I don't. I guess I haven't had that experience where it's like literally everyone's saying it, and my in-laws are constantly saying it. Like, but I remember seeing a photo of, we were FaceTiming my mother-in-law, and I was saying something. I was showing Benny, and I was like, okay, does that look like Leif when he's a baby? Because like I feel like that looks similar to the photos.
Yeah.
She was like, oh yeah. She's like, when she just made that face, that like looked so much like him.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just thinking about that interaction, and like nothing about that bothered me.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't like,
No,
oh great, what about me? Like I'm just like, that's so cute. Like I see it too. But maybe also like she has red hair, and so I'm like, well, yeah. When we're together, it's not like people are like, whose kid is that? It's like, well, obviously.
Yeah. See, I get that sometimes.
That's
they
weird.
They don't even look like you.
Awesome.
But no, I agree with that. I don't get bothered by that. Like certain things they do, especially like, oh, that's like so much your dad. Like, you are just like your dad. Love traces of Nick in there, but I love myself.
I'd love more traces of me. Oh, when there's natural light outside, but the blinds are closed.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. Leif will do that sometimes at our house because like if it is hot and
sometimes it gets hot.
Like with the AC, he'll just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw this down. I'm like, I feel like I'm living in a dungeon. Like the reason that we have windows is for light. That is the point that they're there. I do not like if the blinds are closed during the day at all. I'm so affected by light though. Remember when I lived in the dungeon that we'd called it in LA? I'm not kidding. I was like, oh, I have like mental health issues now?
Yeah.
Because it's so dark in here.
Yeah.
Like not seeing the light.
That was crazy.
Really affected me. Not that I deal with that when just the blinds are closed, but I feel like it gives me that energy. Like sometimes Leif will put the shades of in our room just like down so it's dark in there. Because if it is a hot day or something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I want the experience of walking into our room and it's just like so light.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care about the temperature. I'm like, blast the AC more then. I want to like just walk into a, light filled room.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
That's why we have those windows.
Yeah.
But I do understand the concern with the AC. I get that. That's the only reason though.
When it's hot.
Yes. Mm-hmm. If that's not in the picture, I don't understand why blinds are being closed.
Yeah. If it's not like sometimes it's just not part of my routine to like open them up. So then like half the day is gone. I'm like, oh, it's like
really
closed in here.
That's the first thing I do when I wake up.
Is open all the blinds. I don't open them
every single like
in the house?
In the whole house, yes.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh wow. No,
that's
I don't
like
do
literally
that.
my morning routine.
I do that in the boys' room. That's it. Like that's how I wake them up is open the blinds, but not in anywhere else really.
Yeah, I do that in every single room. Like literally I go into every room. Well, not
really.
I guess not in like our guest room or something, but everywhere that I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Open those blinds. I feel like it makes me feel alive. Like it's morning.
Yeah.
Otherwise I just feel like I'm in like a cave.
Yeah. I usually go outside and actually go in the
Just
sun.
get so passive aggressive. Yes, I actually got in like kind of ground in the actual earth.
So I'm not in my house. I'm working.
Yeah, so I've already been up for hours working out as well. So I've already been on a run around the block. So I already got that sunlight in my eyes.
I only go to my house to sleep. So your circadian rhythm actually does better with them closed. Just like everything we have from now on. You're like, I actually don't get annoyed.
I'm like, oh, that's weird. When people say they look like your husband, you get annoyed.
Yeah.
Can't relate to that one.
Interesting. I like love everyone equally. I'm very like self-aware and humble. And very giving as well. Okay. People who only do what's best for them and don't consider the group others involved in plans. No, I can't handle a plan hogger.
Oh, a
plan
hogger?
hogger, yeah.
Like in what way? They just like take over, like, I want to go to this restaurant. I want to go here kind of vibe?
Mm-hmm. It's like, well, I don't like that. Like they'll be like, well, I don't really like that place. Okay. And sometimes in life we have to do things we don't like.
It's true.
Share with the group.
Not to again do the opposite of what you're saying, but I also do love a decisive person.
Yeah.
I love when everyone's like, where should we go? And someone's like, let's go here for pizza. I'm like, I love you the most, actually.
100%.
But that's not really what they're saying.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to call this episode The Contrarian. have you seen those TikToks? Like when you're talking to someone who just can't agree with anything you say.
It's so
They're
insufferable.
like, actually that's a good one to end on, is like someone who, even like when they're venting, they're like, I don't know, it's just like frustrating they did that. And then the person will be like, yeah, that's like, it makes sense why that would bother you. Like, she's just so annoying. They'll be like, well, she's not annoying, but like, you're like, okay. It's like, yeah, okay. Oh, sorry, you just said that. It's like, yeah, you don't need to like gossip about them. Like, it's like, oh, okay. Anyways, like everything you say, even when you're agreeing with them, like they won't agree with you.
That is so annoying. I hate that when someone's venting and then you go on their side and you're like, I totally understand that. Like that would bother me so much. Yeah. And you say something like that. Like, she's just this way. And it's like, well, you don't know what she's
just been through a lot.
Like it's like, okay.
Like who am I arguing with, you or her?
Literally. I was trying to comfort you. Perfect.
I don't even believe that. I'm just trying to bounce off of you.
No, like, exactly. You're like trying to take cues and then they go the opposite. Oh, I have the final boss annoyance.
Yeah.
For me. It's kind of on those same lines. It's a one-upper. It's someone who has to one-up every single thing. Like, you're like...
Well, especially when it's something you've done, like an accomplishment, and you're like actually proud of it and you're saying it like you're proud of it. And they're like, oh yeah, and I did that, but I did it with honors or something.
Exactly. It's like, oh yeah, I ran this half marathon, earlier this year. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I've ran the actual marathon there and I did it in this time. I mean, that's not even a good example. It's like almost something more niche is my example. Like, oh, I love this restaurant in LA. And it's like,
I know the owner.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, I actually like the one down the street. I know the owner. It's like, it's that one, but it's by the same owners, but it's like even nicer restaurant. And they have like even more of a menu. Like, I know the owner.
It's giving like you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, perfect. So I'm a loser. Like,
I know nothing.
I love visiting Hawaii. Oh, I love...
You probably go to Oahu, right?
Oh.
Most people go to the main island. I go, but
yeah. Oh, you didn't go to North Shore? Like, my buddy lives over there. It's like, okay.
I used to go there all the time. I've been there, like, I don't even like going anymore. I've been there so much.
Exactly. I've gone there so much growing up. Like, the best island is actually this one.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Literally, there is nothing that It's also, those type of people are very unimpressible. You can't impress them.
Yeah.
Like anything you say could be the coolest thing in the world. You could be like, I went to Bali and I dove with sharks and then I came up and I found a pearl and I went and they'd be like, oh yeah, I've done something like that. But I did it in this really cool island that no one knows about. And you're just like, okay, tell me.
Okay. Well,
there's nothing worse
than
a person like that.
No, it is so annoying.
Truly. Well,
hope you're feeling uplifted after that episode.
Hope you're feeling annoyed like us. You know, sometimes it's great to vent about the things that irrationally annoy you. And so,
it's a great start to my non-complaining era.
Ooh, was this the last of the complaints?
Yeah, this was the last of the complaints.
Have you been actively trying to not complain?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you genuinely feel a difference?
Yes. And I also, Nick is like the opposite where he actually doesn't complain ever. And I'm trying to be like him where I'm like, okay, because I'll say, I'm like, my finger kind of hurts today. Like it feels kind of weird. And he'll be like, literally, my leg has been aching with pain for a week and I haven't said a word. And I'm like, and look at you go. Like, literally, you're in the best attitude. You're just grinding from sun up to sundown, like nonstop. And he's like, well, because I don't like focus on my problems. I'm like,
he ate.
And I am focusing.
Leif does
like,
that too.
I can't hold
I'll
anything.
see him like getting a Tylenol or like
Yeah.
or something. It's like 9 p.m. He's like, oh, I've had a raging headache all day. I'm like,
Yeah. News to me.
News to me. I would have
Yeah.
been, the second that happened,
Yeah.
I would have been like, my head.
Yeah.
Something's hurting.
Something's off. I need to go lay down.
Literally. No.
Take the kids. I have to lay down. I've been Googling for an hour.
That's so funny. We can learn a thing or two from the
Yeah.
non-complainers. No, it honestly is. I've had moments where I've tried to do like less complaint. Like I will be about to complain
Same. Yeah.
about something to Leif that's like does not need to be talked about, doesn't involve him at all. And I'll like go to complain and I'll just like reel it in. I'm like, that's unnecessary. And I always feel better. I'm like, I shouldn't have done
Yeah.
that. I shouldn't be like voicing those little dumb
Yeah.
ailments or concerns. It's like gone past the point of venting.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's
of
not
course I can
venting.
always vent to him and he'll always be there. But like those little things are annoying.
Yeah. They just make you more aware of it. It is like just focusing on your problems more.
Yeah. He did eat with that.
Yeah. He did.
Okay, well, guys, go out and and focus on all the amazing
The
things in your
positive
life and not
things.
these things that annoy you. If you guys haven't got tickets to our tour, go check them out. Is this coming out on Friday?
Yes.
So will our show be the next day? Okay, guys, New York City. If you have not gotten your tickets for our late night show, if there are still tickets available, the first one sold out. If there's tickets for this one, go get them. They'll be linked in the show notes, the description, anywhere you're watching or listening. We are so excited. We love you guys so much. And
That's what we said. Goodbye.